All right. Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday. It is July 13th, and tonight we are talking about ways to increase your PRV in July. So why are we talking about this? Well, J months typically are a little bit slower. Now, last year that certainly wasn't the case. We are miles above where we were in 2019. And I actually think we will match 2020 or be a little higher. We're not going to, well, you guys might surprise me. Maybe we'll blow it out of the water. We'll see. But when we used to talk about J months being horrible months, this month certainly doesn't fall into that criteria of a J month. I think we've kind of shifted that trend and we don't really have those kind of months anymore. So, but I know I've heard a lot of you say it's a little harder to get PRV this month. The world's opened back up a little bit. Families are on vacation. There's lots going on. And so it is harder to lock in some of those parties and things like that. Also, we've released the new catalog. And so customers, this is a downfall of a transition month. Customers are excited about the new stuff. And in some cases, if you have shown the catalog too early, they are holding their orders waiting for that. So I wanted to give you a bunch of ways that you can increase your PRV this month. Now, let me tell you, I can take no credit for these ideas. Our leaders came up with these ideas, with the exception of one. I did add one thing to the list on our Leaders Lounge yesterday. So we kind of spent an hour and we brainstormed and we to give you a variety of ways that you could increase your PRV this month. So I'm just going to kick through the list. And then at the end, if you guys want to hop on and share what you're doing to increase your PRV this month or something that's worked for you in the past month, whatever, we'd love to hear that as well. So these are the ideas that we came up with, that the leaders came up with as things that they are personally doing in the month of July and August, or that they thought would be really successful, or they know others are doing successfully this month. So the first thing would be a buddy drive. And we typically think of buddy drives as drives you do at the holidays, right? You're doing a drive for holiday gifts at a children's hospital or whatever the case may be. But a buddy drive doesn't have to just be done, in the holiday months. One of the things that I have a child who's chronically ill. We spend a lot of times at hospitals. A lot of time we've been sent to a variety of hospitals. We've been to on the East Coast, our hospital in South Carolina. We've been to Duke. We've been to Johns Hopkins. We've been to hospitals in Ohio, Nationwide Children's. We've been to hospitals in Houston. Like, we have been to a lot of hospitals that they've sent us from one hospital to another. And the one thing that you hear over and over again from the pediatric nurses, from the pediatric child life specialist teams, which are they're fantastic, but they say, we are overloaded at the holidays with this kind of things. People are always dropping off stuff that we can give to the kids during that time. But, our supply closets and that kind of thing run a little low this time of year. So it's always great to reach out to those organizations. And it doesn't just have to be a hospital by any means. You could do a foster care drive. Maggie Hensley does a huge drive of buddies for foster care kids. And I want to say they do 1,000 or more, but I may be wrong on that. They do hundreds and hundreds. You could do for a fire department. There's lots and lots of groups you could do it for. So reach out. Now, the caveat to that is, if you are going to use an organization's name and say you are collecting buddies or anything for that organization, you have to have permission of that organization to do that. So I can't say I'm doing it for the Ronald McDonald House or the Duke Children's Hospital or whatever, unless I have contacted them and have their permission. Okay, so know that. Also, some places will take the buddy, but not the scent pack, but there are lots of other organizations you can donate the scent packs to. So ask them about that. You could do a buddy clip drive this month. Similar idea, but a buddy clip drive, could be for backpacks for the Boys and Girls Club, or backpacks for any of the organizations that put together backpacks and school supplies. How great would it be if they could toss a buddy clip on that for their younger kids? So that's another idea. But once again, you need to get permission from the organization. If you are saying these are going to the Boys and Girls Club, and I just use that as an example because that's an example that's pretty active in our community, then you need to ask permission to use their name. Okay. Lots of people are doing fragrance flower parties this month. Our fragrance flower is, it was priced and then we upped the price and then we dropped the price. Well, now it's, we're back to the $16, but it's also on sale. So it is even cheaper this month, right? 10% off. So people love the fragrance flower and they love to buy them as gifts. So that 3-pack is really popular. Well, that 3-pack is discounted this month. So you could do fragrance flower parties. You could tell your host, if you're aiming for a 200 PRV party or a 500 PRV party or whatever you're aiming for, do the math on how many 3-packs she needs to collect in orders, and let her know. And it's really not that many if you're doing the 200 PRV parties, it's really not that many. So, but fragrance flower parties are super popular. You can do them like a pouch party. You could put little testers or felt samples of just the fragrances that the flowers come in. You could do all sorts of things, but that's really popular. Fragrance flowers are also a really fun gift for teachers. They're really great for nursing homes. There's lots of organizations and lots of places that love that kind of thing. Now, when I do my fragrance flowers, you don't have to do this by any means. You should always tell them that, that oil can't touch, you need to make sure that that oil doesn't touch other surfaces because it's fragrance oil. And if you drip it on your coffee table, it's probably not going to be a very pleasant experience. I do those really inexpensive. I get them on Amazon. I think I get 20 in a pack, those little wood slivers. And I gift those with my fragrance flowers. And someone, I'm sure, will drop a link because I know someone knows what I'm talking about. We'll drop a link for them in the chat. I gift those with mine, just, I feel it's a better experience, but you don't have to do that by any means. Just make sure they know to set them, to make sure there's no oil on the bottom, that kind of thing. You could also do a fragrance flower party. The world is opening up. And when I mean, you could do a fragrance flower party is what I mean. And by that, I mean, you could throw it out to your customers that you were opening your home or you're renting a room somewhere or whatever. If you feel comfortable in the COVID environment we're in, and it could be a mommy daughter fragrance flower decorating party. They buy the fragrance flowers. You have them available on site. You have some Sharpies. They color them. You can't deliver them colored, but you can certainly have them over, hand them the fragrance flower, and then they can color them. You can show them some examples. But that's a really fun thing to do, like a mommy and me, or even a grandchild event. So think about that. You could do a deal of the day. So I think it was Jess was sharing last night. Someone was sharing last night that she was saying, I think Rachel Pence last year did a deal of the day on her Facebook page. And so she would take something that was available, whether it be clearance or just something that was 10% off, a warmer, and she would highlight that product every hour. She was highlighting a different product. And she really pulled a lot of PRV by just highlighting these products. So perhaps it was, I don't know, pick a warmer that's on the discontinued list, or pick a warmer that is a super popular warmer, and just promo the difference in price. If you have the warmer, show a personal picture of it or search for a real picture of it. Worst case scenario, take a picture from the workstation, okay? But you could do the deal of the day. Now, if you are sharing a deal of the day, it has to be corporate pricing on social media. If you want to do a deal of the day and you want to text it to your customers, or you want to call your customers with it, that's fine. You can do any kind of deal of the day. You can make up your own pricing. But if you are doing it on social media, you need to be taking advantage of that 10% off pricing, that kind of thing. I saw someone today was promoting the pod 6-pack, and they were promoting, how much it broke down to for the individual packs of pods. Now, they were selling it as a 6-pack or a 3-pack. And, but they were talking about, here's the discontinued fragrances. It's only going to be this much if you buy 3, or this much if you buy 6. And, when you break down the price, when you take a 10% off, it really does make a difference, especially when you're using Combine and Save. So consider that. Okay, teacher gifts. So my friend Shelly Eldridge yesterday had to get off our collaborative Zoom because she was doing back to school shopping with her kids. And some of us were like, it was July 12th. We were like, it's only July 12th. She was like, I know, but we got to go get our supplies. Our kids go back pretty soon. I know some of you have just gotten out. In fact, Rachel in the UK said they aren't even out yet. They're still in for the year. But in other places, school is starting back in the next few weeks. In many places, early August. So, teacher gift. Who wants to do some kind of very simple back to school gift for their teachers? You can help them do that. You can do something at the $10 price point or $15 price point or $20 price point, but put together some bundles and show them, oh, you've got 3 kids, you need 3 of these. Let me show you for $30. Here's what you can gift to each teacher. Make it easy. Discontinued party. If you aren't doing a discontinued party, highlighting the discontinued products with your customers where you are the host, you're missing out on a big opportunity. And what is the opportunity? The opportunity is you're going to get those host rewards. Now, you can, if they are all online orders, you can hold those host rewards over. So say you have a 500 PRV party and it's all discontinued products and all your customers have placed their orders online. Well, you've got $75 in free product and you've got, a number of half price items. If all those orders were online, they're automatically going to ship anyways. So there's nothing wrong with you holding that party until the 1st and then getting some new product with your host rewards. And that'll help you get some new things for fall, winter. Okay. So you could do a discontinued party. Mystery bags. For many of us, it's been a few months since we've done mystery bags. Lots of us do them in the spring. Around some of the holidays, like an Easter mystery bag or a St. Patrick's Day mystery bag. But it's a good time to do that again. You can theme it if you want. You could do a beach themed mystery bag or just a summer fun mystery bag. You don't have to tell them the contents, and it's up to you how many you sell and what your price point is. I know some customers like Vicky Schaefer does not have a lot of customers who love the mystery bags. My customers love mystery bags. So different people have different experiences. So that's why we're giving you all these ideas. Everything is not going to work for you, but you take the ideas that are going to work, that appeal to you and you run with them. So if you have questions about mystery bags, drop them in the comments and in the chat and we'll answer them when we're done. You could do a Christmas in July. Okay. Some people actually do their shopping this early. I am not one of them. I do not Christmas shop this early, but some people are starting to think about their holiday shopping. So they could be doing some holiday shopping 10% off, or they could be taking advantage of the clearance prices and getting some products. There are also some holiday warmers in the clearance section. So if you're going to do a Christmas in July, consider that you could highlight some of those holiday warmers. They're discounted now. Your customers can get a great deal on them. Pick them up now and then they'll have them for fall. Okay. You could do a mystery host party. Now, there are some rules and you have to make sure you're compliant. Okay. So I'm not going to go through all the rules for a mystery host party. I'm going to send you to the Scentsy standards. Why am I doing that? Because it's important that you know where to find the Scentsy standards and that you read the Scentsy standards. Okay. And that you understand the wording on this. You can find it on your workstation at the bottom of your workstation, or you can just type in Scentsy standards or standards and it'll pull up. There are also some examples in the guide that say you can do this, but you can't do this. And they're broken down really nicely. You could create we had someone on last night who is creating a fall 6-pack. Now, I know it's July, but some customers by the end of July and very early August are already thinking fall fragrances. They are tired of summer. They're ready for their kids to go back to school. They're ready for pumpkins. They're ready for all of these things. So there are some fragrances in the current catalog that are great for fall. And so you can create a 10% off, give your customers an opportunity to get a discounted, now it's corporate pricing, fall 6-pack. You can put things like Welcome Home in it, right? We have some homey scents. You can put Sugar Cookie in it. Go through the catalog and see what fragrances you think are kind of homey and fallish and offer those. Okay, what else? Let's see. Product kits. Oh, if you did not buy the new season fragrance kit, it is the only way to get the bars. Now you can get the testers early, but it's the only way to get the bars early. They're while supplies last, 1 per consultant, and it's one of each of the new fragrances that's available in bar form in the catalog. So you, if you type in, this was the killer when it launched, people couldn't figure out how to type it in. I think if you type in season sales kit. I think we'll pull it up. Um, I know people were messaging me. I can't get it to pull up, but that's something that you can do. Um, the warmer and scent of the month. So if you do not subscribe to the warmer and scent of the month, and just so you know, if you don't know much about it, it's a fantastic deal. Um, and it's also something that you can, it once you sign up for it, you will keep getting it every month. It's a recurrent subscription, but you can cancel it any month. It's something that you don't want or something that doesn't appeal to you or your customers. So um, if you liked say the May one, but then you didn't want June, you just go in and you cancel it. But then you want July, you just go to the account tab and under scent and warmer of the month subscription, you just reactivate it. You can do the scent of the month or the scent and warmer of the month. It's a really fantastic deal, and it's the only way to get that warmer and that fragrance early, unless you have a whiff box. If you have a whiff box, typically you can get a cup of the upcoming fragrance in your whiff box. Not always, but usually. So you can sign up for that. The warmer for next month is going to be wildly popular. It is that star warmer. Heidi and Orville showed it, and then I think Dan showed it again on the month end live. It's going to be wildly popular, especially when you change the light bulb in it. It's beautiful. And it looks really nice actually with pretty much every color light bulb in it. So you might want to get that, and then you can promo that and show it on your VIP page. You can, go live and show it, all that kind of thing. And then you can kind of collect some pre-orders. Now, what's a pre-order? A pre-order in this sense means your customers let you know that they want to order it. You put them on a list that you're keeping, and you contact them right before the first to collect their money. Now, I always tell my customers, I will do everything in my power to get this warmer for you. If I don't, I will refund your money. I never tell them I can 100% always get it, because sometimes we have something that sells out before I can get it. So, but you could do a warmer of the month subscription. You could do a scent circle fundraiser. This is a really great time for scent circles. You could do them. They were talking about ideas last night. You could do them for the fire department or the police department. Now, of course, if you're doing it for your local police department, for them to put in their cars, don't do it without asking permission. Call your local police department and say, hey, I'd like to do a fundraiser to raise some, to be able to offer you some scent circles. And then you could even donate your commission to, like, if they have a foundation, or if they have a, their guild or whatever they have. But you could do that. Likewise with that, you could do you could use the commission from that to purchase buddies or buddy clips that you could donate to. I mean, there are a lot of situations where the fire department shows up in a really sad situation where the child's lost everything, and how nice if they could give them a buddy or a buddy clip. Same with the police department. They definitely come upon situations that are children in crisis, and how nice if they could give them something like that. You could also create your own scent crate. So lots of people are really creative with creating their own scent crates. You could do something beach themed, vacation themed, you name it. There's a Facebook page for one thing that has some really great ideas for scent crates, making your own scent crates. Scent crate is just like a whiff box, but it's something you create. Usually they're themed, and you can set the price point. Some people do them as low as $10. Some people do them as high as $50. I think the most popular ones are probably between the I'd say $15 to $30 price range. Let's see. We've got a number of LTOs that are still available, actually, not just two, but we've got the buddy clip that launched, and the all-purpose cleaner. Buy 2 all-purpose cleaners and you get the spray bottle free. Those are great promotions. The BFF buddy clips are really fun gifts for kids to give to their best friend. Obviously, it's like the friendship bracelets that we used to have years ago, or necklaces, that kind of thing. But are you promoting the LTOs? And it's always good to go back and look at what all is available. We have a lot. I mean, they've done a really good job getting our stock levels up. So we do have other products that haven't sold out. Don't assume because you shared it when it launched that you don't have a customer that's not interested in it now. It's always great to keep going back and saying, hey, this product is still available. I'm always surprised. I'll be like, well, why didn't you jump on that when it launched? Oh, I didn't see you posted that or went live about it. So it gives them another opportunity. There are also a lot of pre-orders that can be redeemed right now. And I'll drop a list of them onto our group page. But all the leaders that were on our leaders lounge last night have that list as well. So if you have now, all the pre-orders can't be redeemed right now, but there's a bunch of them. There's some of the, let's see, some of the succulent warmers can be redeemed. Some of the Lady and the Tramp, some of the, there are a whole bunch of them. We made a list of them. I don't have it up in front of me, but there's a whole bunch of them. So how do you know if you have a customer that did a pre-order and whether or not they've redeemed it or not? Well, it's pretty simple. You can go back, you can go into your workstation. I think Flory was the one who found this last night. You go into your workstation and run a report. You can go into and you're going to, correct me if I'm wrong, Flory, pre-order or pre-sale? Are they going to enter pre-sale?
You're going to enter both. You got to search twice. So one for pre-order, right? And then they changed the name to pre-sale.
Yep. So you're going to search by product type and then try pre-order, and it'll pull up all of your customers that have pre-ordered. And then also do pre-sale, because we changed the verbiage of how it's listed in the workstation during the process. But that will let you know all of your customers that that you didn't enter necessarily, right? Who have a pre-order. And then reach out to them. Don't assume that they got the email from Scentsy and know that they can redeem them, because a lot of times those go to like a spam folder or junk folder and they don't see them. So reach out and let them know. Now, what if you're saying, I don't have any customers who ordered pre-sale or pre-ordered? I'm going to tell you that you are missing out on a really, really big opportunity. And that is, these products are so popular and they really can raise your PRV. We have one product that you have, I believe, one more day left on. Let's see. Yep, I think tomorrow, I believe, is the deadline. Someone correct me on Harry Potter. Yep, tomorrow's the deadline to pre-order Harry Potter. So I would encourage you all. Now, that will not give you any July PRV. You will not get the PRV until it's redeemed. But I would encourage you to do one more push with your customers on your VIP page. Get those last-minute stragglers who want to order the Harry Potter products, okay? But there is a huge, we have customers or consultants that do massive pre-order an LTO business. Someone posted on our team page, I think they had 30 bundles for Harry Potter that they sold. So that's a lot of PRV, you guys, at $100 a bundle. That's a ton of PRV. So don't miss that opportunity. Okay. Obviously, you should be showcasing the discontinued list. People will say, gosh, I don't know about that. You know, people probably don't want that. Or are we going to discount those things more? The things on the discontinued list become really hot items and they sell really, really, really well. So when they're gone as far as the warmers and that kind of thing, right? So make sure that you're showcasing that. Because the world's opening back up, it's a good opportunity to do a last chance first glance party. So what you do is you do that near the end of the month, and you give your customers a last chance to order from the old catalog and then a first glance at the new catalog. And so you're going to close, you know, those last chance orders, you're going to close that party at the very end of the month, right? And the first glance party, you can enter those orders on the first. And so that's, but you're getting two birds with one stone by doing that. Okay. Last idea. I know this was a whole bunch of ideas, you guys. Okay, so my last idea, I had someone contact me and they wanted to know if I had any fragrance kits. And I was like, well, what do you mean? She said, now we are a vacation destination. I live on Hilton Head Island. People come here to vacation. Okay. She said, well, I like my vacation to have a fragrance to it. And I was like, what do you mean? She said, well, you're a Scentsy consultant, right? I said, yeah. And she said, well, I used to be too. She said, fragrance evokes memories. I said, well, yeah, I know that. And she said, so I come up with a fragrance that I use for every vacation. And she said, I didn't bring anything with me. So can I do a fragrance kit? Do you have anything? So sure, I can put something together. So here's the idea. You're going on vacation. you want to remember the vacation long beyond when you're gone. There's some things, if you're road tripping with your family, you probably want a new scent circle or a new car bar. You perhaps want a room spray for the bathroom wherever you're going. And maybe you want, I don't know, a wall fan diffuser in pods. So you bundle whatever those products are, or if you can even go to the extreme level and maybe add a body wash or a hand cream in the same fragrance. You're going to bundle all the products in the same fragrance, and they're going to use it on their whole vacation. And because fragrance does evoke memories, in a year from now, or 6 months from now, or even 3 months from now, when they warm that fragrance again, it's going to bring them back to where they are on vacation. Just like Orville talks about, he walked in the house and he smelled banana nut bread and he was like, oh, Heidi baked some banana nut bread, right? No, she didn't. It was Scentsy. But that memory has stuck with him for 17 years. The same thing happens with vacations. So people say, gosh, I remember that scent remember that the way the lobby of, I don't know, Moon Palace in Cancun smells like, that smell? Can we have a fragrance like that? Well, create your own fragrance. And so I thought it was a really cool idea. So I wanted to share that. And you could offer that to your customers. We have a lot of vacation time left. For those that aren't going back to school in the next couple of weeks, we have the whole month of August. Some people don't go back to school until September. So there is time, and you could put together a couple different price points. You could do, just a scent circle and a room spray, or you could, take it next level and add 4 or 5 products and offer it to your customers. So that's I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 24 ideas of how you can increase your PRV in July. Who has another idea they'd like to share? Anyone you can put in the chat, or let's see.